Oh,
Oh, finally!
oh, what is that? Oh, no! It's probably something you can craft. I'm pretty sure there's a deterministic way to craft. Oh my god. Another one. Last map. Last fucking map.
Oh, oh!
Oh my. Oh.
We got
Wait.
something. Apothecary.
Oh, that's what it was. Oh, 2 in 1 day. 2 in 1 day. I fucking called it, bro. Hey guys, it's Cash here. As you can see from the videos, sadly that isn't all of the clips of every apothecary we dropped. This video is about farming apothecaries slash MF. So first of all, you want to ideally have an MF build. I will put the PoB and make another video on this MF build in future, as in like today. Yeah, let's go over everything. This doesn't, you don't need an MF build. Sushi's farming without an MF build and he's dropping them like crazy, so I wouldn't worry about it too much. First off, we'll go over the passive tree. So we've got Wandering Path, which is basically this whole strat that it's made on, which is notable. Atlas passive skills grant nothing, so any of these notables, any of these on the tree grant nothing. Just to note, these I guess you would call them keystones, they still work. So yeah, notables grant nothing, but 100% increase the effect of small Atlas passives. So we're using that one in conjunction with Singular Focus, which maps drop have 2% more chance to be favored, and non-favored maps found in your maps drop as basic currency. So yeah, basically follow this tree. I'll put a link in comments for the full tree. If you want, pause the video and look at here, right here. The only thing that I would change, if you're, depending on what you want to target farm, would be the Abyss nodes. And if you, it doesn't look like I have Shrine nodes here, but any of these Abyss nodes you can swap out for anything that you want to target farm. I'll go over that in a sec, but basically you can go into Harbinger. Alva's actually really good too if you have a lot of Alva missions. And then we are taking these Deli nodes. So for the Deli nodes, we want these three here. It's rewards, increased rewards from Deli monsters. This is only from the Delirium monsters, not for every monster on your map. And then these are for additional reward type from Deli encounters, and these are unique bosses. The other nodes that we want to take 98% of the time are these pack size nodes for Elder. So you use an Elder Scarab as one of your scarabs, and it'll grant you 6, 12, 22, 32. All right. Times by 2, so 64% pack size for the Elder packs. And then the same thing for Conquer maps. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 nodes. So that's 60% pack size for Conquer mobs. Times by 2 is 120%. And then we're taking all of these effective modifiers, which there are 15 of them. That is 60%, times 2 is 120% effect of the modifiers. So that's like the quantity, rarity, pack size on your map. These will be doubled. So that gives you a huge amount of pack size. This method is stacking pack size, stacking quant gear, stacking rarity, and just dropping a whole lot of items. We have an insanely tight, you can't even see it, we have an insanely tight loot filter that we run, so it doesn't take us years to run through maps, because we're literally just going for apothecaries basically, and other, good drops. So I can also put a link to the item filter that we use, but I would recommend just building your own out, going through Filter Blade, and making it how exactly you want. Other nodes that you want to always have are strong boxes, because we're always targeting strong boxes. These three strong box nodes here, these three at the top. I do not take Arcanist myself, just because I feel like it fights with the Diviners, and Diviners are way better than having Arcanists. And then these 4 nodes at the bottom here for strong box. Other than that, you want map dupe nodes for Singular Focus. So when non-favored maps drop as basic currency, it can be doubled. And also when you get maps, you get doubled maps. So your map sustain is insanely good. Insanely good. So yeah, like I said earlier, right now we have Abyss on. So we got those Abyss nodes up there, these 2 Abyss nodes here, and these 3 Abyss nodes at the bottom. You can switch these out for whatever you want to farm. Harbinger is really great. I like Harbinger a lot. We farmed 3 fracturing orbs, I think, in a day using that method. So yeah, I would definitely recommend it. Other than that, let's go over Sextons. You're always going to have Strongbox and Rage, and always going to have additional Strongboxes are corrupted. These 2 are, you know, kind of the basis of the whole setup. And then on top of that, 30% max magic pack size, be keeping there like 90% of the time. And then the last one, this is kind of the flex spot, which is either Abyss, or if you want to go Harbinger, if you want to go Deli rewards, fill faster, if you're farming 80% Deli like we are. And then this unidentified one I put in every time we get an unidentified map. So anytime we get an unidentified map, I'll swap this one out for the bottom one here. We have just insane pack size, and it's like a super juice map. For Scarabs, we want to run either Gilded or Winged Ambush, Gilded or Winged Divination. If you're going to pick one to go Guild or Winged, I would say the Divination one is obviously most important, because it goes from 150% to 250%, which is like a pretty huge increase. And then Rusted Elder. You don't need anything higher than Rusted Elder, because all it does is give you more rare items, which is just, you don't should. The 3 other ones that we want are, the last one that you want is anything that you're targeting. So if you're not targeting any specifically, I would just go Reliquary for some nice little drops. If you are, then, you know, just base the Scarab off that. For the maps, you're always going to be running Defiled Cathedral or Crimson Temple. Defiled Cathedral has a way better layout. It's just a circle. Just go around the circle and you kill everything as you go. Crimson Temple is kind of annoying because you have to go, you know, that you have to find where the whole map is basically. It's not consistent. It's not the same way through the whole time. And then we're doing Conqueror maps. This investment strategy is very high compared to if you were to just be doing a regular Defiled Cathedral or Deli Orb Defiled Cathedral, because we're doing 4 Scarabs, or sorry, 4 Deli Orbs plus a Conqueror map. So these maps are 70C a pop just for the map, literally just for the Conqueror map, and then you have to make sure that you're able to kill the boss at the end. So if you're starting out, either I would just say a regular Defiled Cathedral map, drop on a single Deli Orb, or you can use 8 mod maps that you can actually farm yourself with Sextant. You can swap one of these out for the unidentified, or sorry, maps drop is corrupted with 8 modifiers, and you can just get a whole, like, you look here, corrupted. These are all my 8 mod corrupteds that I have. That was when we were running Crimson Temple previously, and these are all the other ones that I have basically. So yeah, I would, if you're just starting out, or if you have a lower budget for the maps, I would recommend either 8 mods or just a regular map. Pop a Deli Orb on it. Doesn't have to be anything specific, and just run them like that. Once you're getting a little bit more, you can start with Crimson Temples, because Crimson Temples are only 35-ish C, I think, Conqueror maps. And then if you're starting to go, you know, bigger juice, I would go to Defiled Cathedral just because it's way more efficient. They tend to go way quicker, and this is where we've dropped like 90% of our cards. Actually, I think I think I've only dropped 1 in Crimson Temple, but that was also because we were doing a different strategy. So yeah, that's basically it. I mean, get your 3 Scarabs. These basically never change. These are always there. Last one is whatever you want. Defiled Cathedral or Crimson Temple. There are a couple other maps that I think drop it, but these are the best I feel to run. Conqueror maps, if you're running these if you're running Conqueror maps, then you obviously want these nodes. If you're not running Conqueror maps, then you can drop these and put them into anything you want. Altars are nice to have because you can get pack size, and just having them for killing is really nice as well. Alva, like I said before, if you have Alva missions, you can run these here. You can run these 3 over here that drop increased quant. I believe these ones here, yeah, quant of items dropped in incursions. Just the pack size that's added through Alva gives you, for one, more daily rewards, and it just gives like a bunch of loot. You know, Abyss, Harbinger, all really nice things to take. It's kind of up to you what you want to target farm, because that's kind of the secondary to what the farming strat is. Oh, for one thing I forgot to mention, please remember this. If you're going the 4-use sextants, I would just run them as is, buy a bunch of 4-use and do them like that. If you're going to go a little bit higher budget, I would buy the 16-use sextants once, and you can even buy ones with lower uses remaining like I have here. And then what you can do is use the does not consume sextant uses on the map. That's from the Hoarder crafting station here. So sextant, enchanted non-unique map with map doesn't consume sextants charges. So that'll make it so these are never used ever, and that's what we do all the time, is we don't use these charges ever. I just buy all the sextants that I want, and then I use that on it, and we don't have to worry about it. Yeah, I will make a video on the build setup that I have with my duo right now. If you're a full MF build, I would recommend, if you're solo, to start with like 20% deli and go from there. Over time, like, our build is a lot stronger now, and I've got like a pretty insane bow, so we don't really have damage problems, and we're quite tanky now, so we only die, every like not that many maps anymore, but we used to die quite often because we were juicing a little bit more than we could. And I think that it's more efficient to just run a little bit less juice, more amount of maps, and just keep going. Yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the clips there. And if you have any questions, you can feel free to message me through YouTube. You can message me in game as well if you want. That's my name there, my bow bitch. Or you can message me on Discord, and I'll put that in the bottom there. Anyways, enjoy and good luck finding those apothecaries.